Mall cruising. One fat wad at a time. They got down right there, breaker.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate that. You know, I've heard a couple Watergates here and there, but you always want a good quality Watergate. Somebody listen with a good quality receiving station to see how you're sounding. I appreciate that. I really, really do. Mouth Mall, 333 Baltimore. Waiting.
Port into 333. Yeah, you're gonna like what you hear. You got some bass around the place, and you got control of the bass. It ain't muffled. It ain't muddy. It's just deep. I mean, deep. I wish I had that kind of bass. I got a new toy that might help with that a little bit, but there's a lot of other adjustments to go along with it, you know. But I tell you what, that thing sounds 10, 8, and straight. You no doubt about that. A 333 around Baltimore, Motormouth Mall. Try to return some good audio around your neck of the woods. I don't know what you're receiving me on. I'm assuming you got a good quality receiver over there, Break.
Yeah, STR Uno. You know, I'm using STR. You always sound good. You always got nice, good, low end. You know, yours always sounds good. It's been that way for years, man. You've been pushing that needle on sound for a long time now. It's been a pleasure listening and watching you getting better and better and better and trying new things and doing different stuff. It's been a pleasure. I appreciate you doing this Watergate for me. Thank you. 333.
You're very welcome to 333. No pain, no strain. My pleasure. And it's always good to hear a good sounding station. It makes your ears go, wow, you know. I think they almost call that an eargasm. Hey, 333, I believe they almost call that an eargasm. Hey, 333, Motormouth Mall, working a small ball peen hammer got down.
Hey, Roger, just a little response here, not so much. This is all analog. And I went through all the digital stuff, went through all the processing. I got 3 pieces I'm running through, and that's it. I figured you'd keep it nice and simple, stupid. Get yourself a good microphone. Make sure you have no RF coming through your lines, and just work out the EQ, and you'll get there. Just pretty soon. That's what I did. Just really minimize everything. I don't think I sound the best, but it sounds all right.
I don't know about that. I think it sounds as good as I've ever heard. I would say it's up there with the best. Ain't no doubt about that. Yeah, I simplified my chain a lot, you know. I got this new toy. I got this it's a Roadcaster. It's a Roadcaster, so it's got built-in mic preamp and processing and, all the goodies. It's got the big bottom, Aphex big bottom and RL exciter. And so anyway, I use that for some mic pre-processing. And then I just go into 2 little plugins. That's it, 2 little processors. Like you say, equalization and a little bit of reverb. And I probably don't even need the reverb, you know. I've just been... let me turn the reverb off for you real quick. I'll go up here. The thing here, I really probably don't need one of these things. I could probably turn it off. Here, I'm going to turn off the reverb for you right there. We'll give it to the reverb. Oh, dear, one more time. I notice you don't have any reverb up in there, so I'll go ahead and roll the reverb out and see what you think about that. 333, Motormouth Mall, working a Mobile right here, right now. Break.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. I got a... Actually, I was looking at a Roadcaster. I don't know if you got the Pro 2 or not. I don't know which one you got there. It's probably the Pro 2. I almost got that. And I figured I have everything already, so I just said, I'm willing to do it. I got a Zoom Live Track 12 that has the echo and everything, and it has some effects in there for sound, but not much. So, I forgot else I was going to say there for a second. I didn't get it all work, so I'm trying to get it together. But I was going to get that in the truck really, really close to buying it and just using it and getting rid of a lot of stuff just to minimize everything. You know, all the wires and everything, just getting things real simple. So I still might. Sounds good. I'm glad you're using it so I can hear it.
410, yeah, I picked it up today. It was advertised over here locally on what you call Marketplace. So it was in perfect condition, like brand new. Roadcaster Pro, not the 2. It's just the original Roadcaster Pro. And anyway, $280. I thought, you know, that's kind of cool. You know, mic preamp and all that good stuff. And I've always wanted to dabble a little bit with the Aphex Big Bottom, and it had that in there. So that's what I'm using, and it's working real good. I'm happy with it so far. But like I said, I only plugged it in about 25 minutes ago. The break.
That's a good price. That's a good deal. Can't beat that. I didn't know it had that Apex low end in there like that. I didn't know it had that effect. That's how much I pay attention. Good deal. A good price. Because they run, new $600. So that's a damn good price, man. Can't really complain about that.
Yep, and it's simple. It's got channel 1 is set up so you can do ducking, so I can run my, I got to rewire. I've got all my audio playback and my sound effects and music and all that stuff all unwired right now here in the van. But it's got 3 other channels, so I'm gonna use one, if not 2 of those channels for audio playback stuff, and then it's got the ducking. So of course, I can be playing a Watergate and I can talk over it, and it'll duck the Watergate down and bring it back up all automatically, which is kind of cool. And it's got a couple sound effects built into it. I don't know how they sound. I have no idea. But it's got a little bit of... I don't know how they sound with the other processing that I've got after it. I'm putting it into another processor, and I think the sound effects are made to sound really good coming out of it, along with the channel 1, your voice, your microphone, and all that stuff. But once you put the microphone to another processor, I don't know that the music coming off of the, a Rodecaster is going to sound all that great. So it might have been distorted. Let me know, the break. I'm not really listening to it.
No. Yeah, when you play that music, you gotta always. I try to explain to people, and I'm sure you already know. You got to keep your highs controlled, and you got to keep your bottom controlled. So your dB, your peaks of your sound, you have to keep it from going too much, and your lows, you can't keep it going too low. You got to stay in that medium so the music don't distort. It's one of those hard things to figure out. Without any kind of limiter of compression on there, it's kind of hard to keep it in that window because you can distort real easy. But it sounded good when you played the music, man. It really does. What I do is I've been using MPCs for Watergates, and I run it back through all the same audio equipment that I have. Not all of it. It's not EQ'd. Just the limit part on the other end, so it doesn't distort. But I don't have it hooked up at the moment. So I've been using MPC sampling for playback.
Sure, that works out real good, yeah, that's a good quality way to do it. And yeah, you got to keep the lows in check. Music's going to have a lot more bandwidth than the audio, and so whatever the audio sounds like, you get that all dialed in. You play some music in there, and that music may very well have some extremities coming out in either direction. It may not be too desirable. So anyway, yeah, like I said, I gotta check all that out, and I'm not sure exactly if I probably won't use it much for music playbacks. I'm probably gonna assign small little voice things that I say or whatever in those buttons, and that they'll be regular voice, not music. And I think that might be a better way to go with that. And then use the PC that I normally use for all my music and all that stuff. That way I can still have it going into Live Professor and be able to control the highs and the mids and the lows and the whole bit and get that all dialed in just right. So it's probably not going to negate the other computer, but it's certainly a cool little toy. Oh no, and Mother Nature she fell out right there. Mother Nature done flew the coop to break. Darn. All right, well, that didn't last long, but it was cool. All right, hey, 333 over there around Baltimore, Maryland, Motormouth Mall waving. I'm going to shut this gate off because I don't think we're going to have anything more on it for a while. Take care, 7-3s. Motormouth Mall stepping, and I'm out. Break. And hello over there, Rodney, real fast. We're going to shut this thing down here. I see you over there on YouTube, over there in Oklahoma, Motormouth Mall waving, a showstopper radio station, Motormouth Mall stepping, and I'm shutting the skate off. I'm going to go 10-7. I'll see you. Bye.